take it away.
Well, Kevin,
Special talent indeed. David, thank you. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Kelly Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Timberwolves, Beasley is out there with Russell. Then there's Towns, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the four-man position. Now, here is Russell.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it? Great 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Russell against Rubio. Steps back and shoots. And it's off the back rim. No good. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Rubio. Booker left side. He dishes it to Ayton. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
They double him with Booker. Inside. Kicks it out to Beasley. To the middle. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there. Just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
Rubio against Russell. Here's Ayton. Misses the layup.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
The Suns have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. For 3, Booker. Shot clock reset for Phoenix.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Russell finds Beasley. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. And here are the Suns now. And here's Rubio. To the inside. Ayton, the pass to Rubio. Puts one up from 19. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Russell's running. Booker outside. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Oubre. Makes it off the glass. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Here's Booker after the made shot from Kelly Oubre. 13 feet away, and the Suns miss again. 1:49 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Okogie, banked in off the glass.
Well, I like this from Okogie. I mean, still refining his perimeter game, so he makes his presence felt inside.
And Rubio kicks to Oubre. And the Suns miss again. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Minnesota. Trailing by 2. A nice shot by Culver.
Boy, I love Culver's assertiveness right there. He did not let the contact bother him at all.
Bridges passes to Saric. Back to Bridges. The feed now to Saric. And good that time.
I think the offensive game of Saric is really good and continues to evolve. Encouraging to see him be aggressive inside.
The pass to Culver. Here's Noel. Here's Reed, covered by Baines. Shoots from 14. Bridges with the board.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range. And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good play. I mean, you stop the sure thing, slam dunk with that foul. And I think you send a bit of a message, too, about your physicality and force in the basket area.
Kaminsky is checked in for Saric. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the first. .34 seconds left to play in the first. Kaminsky dishes to Bridges. Wants to get it to Baines and does. He kicks it to Kaminsky. 6 to shoot. Reed with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. This is his first chance at the line tonight. And he makes both free throws. Now Carter from deep. No good that time. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves lead by 2. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And recently, D'Angelo Russell, Greg, told us about some offseason work he put in.
Man, I picked a lot of people's brains, going into the...
Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
You know, the talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far in the Timberwolves?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for Minnesota, Layman is out there with Johnson. Then it's Culver, and it's Reed in at the 5. Minnesota in the lead.
And coming into the 2019 draft, Jarrett Culver seen as a prospect with a high floor, but perhaps a limited upside. Clark, do you see that?
Yeah, you know what, Greg? I think it's one way to look at it. I kind of look at it this way. You have to keep raising your basement so that your low is higher as you go through. And I do think he's got a pretty good upside. Most of it is going to depend on how he develops as a perimeter shooter.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Karl Anthony Towns checked in for the Timberwolves. Okogie comes in for Johnson. Ricky Rubio checked in for Phoenix. So it's the Timberwolves now. Russell with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Okogie. Back to Russell. Now, here's Rubio. Here's Booker. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
And right there, Rubio doing what he does. Seeing the floor, exploring the defense, finding the open man, and getting him the ball.
Now, here is Russell. Outside, Towns. Shoots over Baines. And it's Towns missing. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Pass to Johnson. Feeds to Baines. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. And the Suns lead by 2.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Russell passes to Towns, and the shot goes in. Towns has got his second bucket tonight.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
Phoenix grabs the miss. Rubio against Russell. Passes it to Booker. Kicks it to Baines. Shot clock at 6. And it's Rubio penetrating. And the dunk by Baines.
Yeah, when Rubio's in there, he's looking to do one thing on the offensive end. He's kind of an Allen wrench. He wants to simply facilitate.
Now, here is Russell. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Johnson finds Baines. Kicks it out to Rubio. Booker in the post. He's up against Beasley. 2 points. That one goes. Booker's got the lead up to 4 now for Phoenix.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Here's the 3. And it's Russell with the rebound.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Towns with the bucket.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now here's Booker. 52 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Johnson wide open. He fires. Sinks the three-pointer. Johnson's got 5 points so far.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong. Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Booker the pass to Baines. And the rejection by Towns.
Great timing on the block there. Towns helps affect winning in a lot of different ways.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. Phoenix also making some changes. Andre Ayton's checked in for Aaron Baines. Sharch comes in for Frank Kaminsky. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Johnson.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Nice heads-up play that time from Culver. Excellent awareness.
Booker outside. Back to Rubio. Shoots the 3. He made it! He caught it! Tick-tock! And so it's Phoenix with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson along. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. They settled into a nice groove.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You kind of like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Setting the floor for the Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Andre Ayton out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the 3. Rubio against Russell. Over Rubio. Russell inside, covered by Rubio. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on D'Angelo Russell.
And you just have to be enticed by the skill set of Ayton, a 7'1" behemoth who plays with a lot of physicality and skill on both ends.
Timberwolves trail by 8.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Tremendous balance by Russell. Takes on contact, finishes the play. We'll see if he can get the and 1 at the line.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Carter looking around. The pass to Jerome. Ayton in the high post. Carter up top. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 4 on the shot clock. Ayton trying to break free. Oubre, good.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Inside, Okogie, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Okogie is such a tough matchup inside, in part because he's got long arms to go with tremendous athleticism.
First one falls for him.
And Josh Okogie, a rugged wing defender out of Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and he takes an awful lot of pride in that aspect of his game, Greg. He wants to lock people up. Always active with his hands around the ball.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. James Johnson's checked in for Towns. And Culver's subbed in for Russell. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Jake Layman's checked in for the Timberwolves. And a change for the Suns. Saric is checked in. Johnson against Saric. Johnson, the pass to Reed. Back to Johnson. Lets it fly from 18. He can't get that one to fall. And Phoenix the other way now. Carter with it. Culver covering. To the middle. Here's Bridges. That one falls coming off Carter's feet. Bridges has got his first points of the night.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
Timberwolves trail by 7.
Who's watching here?
Throws it up high. A steal. From deep. Now here is Carter. Tight defense on him. Culver with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Layman. It's hauled in by the Suns. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Saric has got the ball. He kicks it to Bridges. Suns moving the ball around. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. But they'll get another chance. Bridges dishes to Ayton. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Bridges. Carter right side. He feeds it to Ayton. The fader. And Culver pulls it down. Timberwolves trail by 7. Johnson goes in. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Here's Layman. And the layup's good off the glass. Layman's got his second bucket of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Bridges with it. Culver covering. The baseline J. 11 feet away. That one goes in. Bridges has got 4 points in the quarter. 32 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Noel. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Reed. Fires for three. Drills it from outside. There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. Sharge outside. Back to Carter. Down low. Here's it. Oh!
And look at Ayton get up there. Have to enjoy watching the big man getting tricky with it.
Here's Johnson. And he banks in the layup. Johnson's got his third basket of the night right there.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
3 quarters of play in a close game. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. You've got Russell, also Malik Beasley out there, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. There's the feed to Oubre. Baines. It's good on the putback. And the Suns lead by 4.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Oubre, no one around him. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Pass to Russell. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in.
You like what you have there. Russell crafty with the dribble.
Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Beasley against Booker. Beasley with the steal. And they're on the break. Here's Hernan Gomez. Rejected by Booker. Oubre with it. Working on Beasley. Oubre, good.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Pass to Russell. And the layup falls. Russell's got 4 points in the quarter.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
To the paint, here's Rubio. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
You got to like what Rubio does here. I mean, working his magic in the painted area.
Russell looking around. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him.
Goodness! That was special. Towns with the creativity and explosiveness.
The Suns have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. To the middle, Towns with the steal. And the pass to Hernan Gomez. Russell from long range. No good. Now the Suns take it the other way. Booker outside. Lays it up off the glass. And the Suns lead by 4.
And the intelligence. Love watching Booker operate in these situations. His decision-making has really improved over the years.
Towns from 20 feet out. They get it again. Goes up again. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And now just having some fun. Russell, you know he likes the big moment. Great confidence and great results.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Ayton, he's checked in for Phoenix. Sharge comes in for Frank Kaminsky.
He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
Pass to Sharge. Johnson with the block. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
Booker against Beasley. A putback, and Ayton stays with it.
He is showing signs of maturity in these moments. It's clear that Ayton takes pride in coming through for his team.
Russell passes to Johnson. Russell dishes to Johnson. 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. That shot was in. The Suns go the other way with it. Saric finds Rubio. Back to Ayton. It's in!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Russell with it. Now defended by Oubre. Timberwolves passing it around. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time for your stars to shine.
And Saric kicks to Booker. Saric passes to Booker. Kicks it out to Rubio. Back to Booker. The Suns need to get a shot off. Good!
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Good!
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And here is Saric from deep three-point range. And so it's Phoenix who's scraped by with the win. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. up next. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K's DA.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Oh, they're getting closer. Thanks, DA. And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Conley in at the 1. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Oubre in at the 3 slot. Now here is Conley. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5. Because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Booker dishes to Ayton. Booker looking around. Clock at 6. Oubre kicks to Booker. Over Mitchell. Here's Oubre. And that one is off. So Utah will take it the other way. Mitchell passes to Bogdanovich. Conley for 3. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound.
Nothing going right on the offensive end. 0 for 4 from the field.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
Now here's Johnson. The Suns need to get a shot off. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Utah's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And we know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun. Getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
Now Rubio. Following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. Back to Oubre. He feeds it to Ayton. Oubre outside. Poked away. And that one, good.
Look at how confident Kelly Oubre is in the catch and shoot. You know why? Because he worked at it.
Down low. Gobert finds Conley. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, the up fake from Conley is so effective. Draws the contact, will go to the free throw line.
And the Suns here with a different look. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Sharge comes in for Johnson. Mikal Bridges checked in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. The Jazz also changing it up. O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Clarkson in for Mitchell. Now, here is O'Neal. Devin Booker missing his last shot. Pick off in midair. And here's Carter. A minute 50 left to play in the first quarter. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Utah Jazz. Clarkson kicks to O'Neal. The Jazz working the ball around now. Bogdanovich, no luck. For Phoenix, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. The drive by Booker. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Now, guys, what a terrific feel for the young Booker. Knows exactly how to take what the defense gives him.
From the high post. Tips it. And it's Bogdanovich on the follow.
Well, hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just beating everyone to the ball.
Sharge passes to Booker. 56 seconds left in the first. Pass to Carter. Beyond the arc. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Bogdanovich has got his 4th rebound in this one. No one near Conley as he lets it go. A miss that time would have put him up. The Suns have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Here's Booker. Utah with the rebound.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
That gives them the lead. Bogdanovich has got his 2nd basket of the night.
I don't think there's much more you can do. Bogdanovich is too skilled and too strong on these finishes with contact.
Carter with the 3. Bridges against O'Neal from 12 feet out. The rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The feed to O'Neal. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovich showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Utah out in front, up by 4. 2K Sports. And always interesting to hear from Donovan Mitchell, who recently...
Everybody had their reputations of what we...
And you know, Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Then there's Carter. Then it's Frank Kaminsky. And it's Jerome in at the point. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Mike Conley is a 3-time Sportsmanship Award winner. He's also won the Teammate Award. And he's never been assessed a technical foul at any level of basketball. Now, some ask if going easy on the refs costs him calls down the road. But Coach Quinn Snyder said, it's hard to imagine that handling yourself with poise and respect can ever be a negative. Guys?
Well said. Thanks, David. Saric passes to Kaminsky. Carter on the wing. This one for 3. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And it's Davis with the jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
And Doris, as Gobert has added strength, his rebounding numbers have continued to improve.
That's right, Greg. He's always been a force as a shot blocker. But over the past 2 seasons, this guy as a rebounder has been top 3 in the league. Last year, he even challenged Andre Drummond for king of the boards. He's got great size, great anticipation, and he plays with passion.
And there's Gobert putting it right back in. Gobert's got the lead up to 8 now for Utah.
Well, there's a certain amount of awareness that you're responsible for having when you're Rudy Gobert, and he makes excellent use of his size right there.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Moutier kicks to Clarkson. Shot from 16. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
And doing much better now. In that first quarter, converting less than 30% of their field goal opportunities. Bouncing back nicely here in the second.
Carter outside. Shoots over Clarkson. Gobert pulls it in.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Clarkson dishes to O'Neal. Back to Clarkson. 1:51 left now here in the second. Utah gets it back. Davis against Bridges. Passes it to Moutier. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. And the Suns here with a different look. Andre Ayton's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Johnson comes in for Saric. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Bridges. And Ricky Rubio's subbed in for Carter. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for the Jazz. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Clarkson. 13 feet away. Up again, and Ayton stays with it.
This guy, a relentless force on the glass. DeAndre Ayton going to work and getting the putback.
Mitchell looking it over. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Mitchell's got his first basket of the night.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And there's the pass to Oubre. Ayton in the high post. Puts it up from 12. Oubre can't get it to go. Jazz leading by 8. Mitchell wide open. And again, it's Utah.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
Rubio outside. 24 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Ayton. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Oubre can't get it to go.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Pass to Moutier. A 3-ball. He can't get it to go. And so it's the Utah Jazz with a 10-point. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. And when we talk about the best shooters in the game, and we were just doing that moments ago, Shaq. And that's...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
And so in the game for the Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovich out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Gobert in at the 5. Just his first attempt. Here's Ayton, fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Phoenix shooting their first free throw of the evening.
You know, you think back to DeAndre Ayton's college career, he demonstrated three-point range. And while he's eager to show that in the NBA, the Suns want him to attack the rim. Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Suns trail by 7. Booker with it. Booker draws the double. Kicks it to Ayton. Rubio, the pass to Ayton. Booker outside. Ingles against Oubre. A second chance effort. And he overshot that one, missing.
And Monty Williams said, offensively, Ayton's got to be 80% beast, 20% shooter.
The reason they say that, Greg, is they want him to exploit the elite physical tools he brings to the game. If he can draw more fouls, he can get to the free throw line. And he's such a good shooter there, it only makes sense.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, thanks. For the Utah Jazz last season, there was a lot of fallout from the COVID crisis. But Rudy Gobert was able to patch up things with his teammates and specifically guard Donovan Mitchell after Gobert realized his mistake. For a team with so much maturity and potential to win, it was good to see them finally be able to turn the page. Guys?
Good to see things back on track. Thanks, David. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. To the inside, outside Bogdanovich. Mitchell against Rubio. Again, Mitchell missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Booker outside. Oubre on the wing. Shoots from the elbow. Good as the jump shot falls. Oubre's got his second bucket tonight.
Now that's the lefty stroke of Oubre, right? He can hit from mid-range right on out to deep three-point range.
Count it.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Here is Rubio. Booker the pass to Ayton. Rubio outside. Inside. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, Ricky Rubio has defined point guard vision. He can see the floor so beautifully.
The drive by Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Now, here's Rubio. Passes it to Ayton. Booker outside. 6 to shoot. It's good.
Well, just such a crafty offensive talent. Devin Booker working the mid-range. What doesn't he do?
Conley against Rubio. And the rejection by Ayton. And here's Booker from the arc. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Bogdanovich has got 5 rebounds tonight.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Back to Mitchell. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Oubre on the wing. From 12 feet out, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
Well, still ironing out the technique, right? But Oubre not bashful. He will take the jump shot if you give it to him.
And the rejection by Ayton. Oubre, no one around him. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Inside, Saric and Baines. Carter out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Here's Mitchell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And we talk a lot about Mitchell's offense, and for a good reason, but the defense is also an area where he's excelled.
Oh, no doubt, Greg. We identify him with the offensive end of the floor because he's carried a burden for the Utah Jazz early in his career. But think about it. He's strong, athletic, long wingspan, excellent instincts. This guy has the potential to be one of the most impactful two-way players in today's NBA.
And it's Carter missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Mitchell outside. Over Carter. The shot, no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. Clarkson against Booker. Baines passes to Booker. Back to Baines. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Baines has got his first 2 points.
Well, that's the court awareness of Mr. Devin Booker. This guy increasingly becoming such a good passer.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Booker up top. He's covered by Clarkson. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Suns making a change here. Rubio's checked in. For 3. Booker. Rebound by Mitchell. Utah leading by 5. Ingles passes to Clarkson. That one good for 2.
I'll tell you, Joe Ingles is proving that as a passer, he is a special player.
Booker with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Rubio against Clarkson. And Rubio kicks to Booker. 5 on the clock. Here's Baines. And the dunk by Baines.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Mitchell outside. Now the pass to Clarkson. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Saric outside. Bridges against Mitchell. Bridges passes to Rubio. He feeds it to Baines. And the dunk by Baines.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction. Wow, Donovan Mitchell simply fearless when his team is in need.
And it's Rubio with the ball for the Suns. It's a 5-point game. Booker inside. Ingles covering. Stolen by Clarkson. To the inside. Stolen by Rubio. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, Booker understands how to navigate his way to the paint, and he's not going to shy away from contact. Nicely done to pick up the foul.
Some changes for Phoenix. Ayton, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Johnson comes in for Saric, and Kelly Oubre subbed in for Mikal Bridges. Then for the Jazz, Rudy Gobert comes in for O'Neal, and it's Mike Conley in for Jordan Clarkson. And there's another turnover by the Jazz.
Huge turnover at really the worst possible time. You have to value every possession, especially at this stage of the game.
And Rubio kicks to Booker. Over Mitchell. And the Suns miss again. Jazz leading by 3. Gobert the pass to Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
He might be young, but Mitchell is clutch. That's beautifully done.
In the corner, it's Oubre. Here's Ayton. Kicks it out to Booker. Johnson, a wide open look. Misses the 3. The drive by Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
From the stripe. Count it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
You have got to respect that about Oubre. He believes in himself, even in the tight spots of the game.
Conley finds Mitchell. Fires from deep. Again, Mitchell missing. Fast break, here come the Suns. Booker with no one around. No good with the triple. To the middle, and stolen by Ayton. From deep. Offline. And so it's Utah with the win. A narrow win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's The Jazz coming down the tunnel earlier, ready to do battle on their home floor. And David
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much.
The Jazz, like Memphis, willing to grind. Thanks, D.A. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. They've got Towns, D'Angelo Russell out there with Malik Beasley. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4. And for the Jazz, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Conley in at the point. Now here is Conley. Jacks up a 3. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. To the paint. Here's a Kogi. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. And slam dunk by Gobert.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Gobert with the block. They retain possession. No good from Hernan Gomez. Utah has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Mitchell against Russell. Mitchell's shot is good.
It's one of the more powerful young guards in our game. Mitchell loves to attack the heart of the defense.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Good on the bucket.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Mitchell against Beasley, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
And that's Mitchell at his best, playing the quarterback on this offense and leaving the D grabbing for air. And you talk post up, face up, you name it. Karl Anthony Towns gets it done.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's really molded that versatility into his game. I mean, he can pass it, drive it, shoot. You remember, he won the skills challenge back in 2016. I mean, he's a 7-footer for sure, but he's got guard skills, too.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And Towns gets it to go.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
Mitchell's shot is good.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Russell finds Beasley. Back to Russell. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Attacking on the drive, and that's going to give Russell some free throws this time.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Ed Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. Royce O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. Clarkson, he's checked in for Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed's checked in. Johnson comes in for Hernan Gomez. Jake Lehman's checked in for Josh Okogie. And Culver's subbed in for Beasley. 1:58 left to play in the first quarter. Inside, here's Lehman. It's good.
So good to see young players have a feel for creating for others, and Culver flashes potential as a real playmaker.
And so it's Moutier with it. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Trailing by 2. The dish to Gobert. Left side Davis to the inside. Clarkson got a hand on it. They recover it. Gobert the pass to Davis. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Noel's checked in. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Johnson in the corner. There's the pass to Noel. From the line. That one off the back iron and out. Utah's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Now here's Moutier. He's guarded close. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And when Gobert goes up, he gets up. Airtime to spare as he slams the putback home.
Here's Lehman, and Davis sends it back. Pass to Moutier. Davis dishes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That's his first foul. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Noel, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Back to Gobert from past the arc. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Some great action here early as we end the first quarter. Clark in a tie. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Utah. Rudy Gobert is out there with Davis. Then it's Moutier. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Clarkson in at the two-guard spot. Bogdanovich is checked in for Utah. Mitchell comes in for Moutier. And a change for the Timberwolves. Towns is checked in. Mitchell passes to Davis. Back to Mitchell. For three. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Mitchell's got 9 points.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And entering the league as a complimentary scorer, Bogdanovich put up 20 points a game last year. That was a career high in the 4th straight year that he improved his scoring average.
Utah leading. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Bojan Bogdanović was a pro in Europe for a decade before he joined the NBA. And the Croatian sharpshooter says, a lot of players who are happy over there, but I wanted to have another challenge, to play against the best in the world. That was the only thing that was important to me. Guys, he's lived up to that promise.
He loves that challenge, and he's having success. D.A., thank you. And another area where Bogdanovich is helping the offense. Greg, he's doing a better job of creating for others.
I mean, he still has that shoot-first mentality, but now if he doesn't have a clean look, he's much more willing to make the extra pass, and that makes him just that much more valuable to this team.
Now, here is O'Neal. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And it's Mitchell missing.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Culver in the corner. Releases. And that one misses from Lehman.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
And ball handlers like Mitchell really elevate your offense. It's his precision passing to pass the basketball at the right time. Really a terrific ability.
Here's Noel. It's over Clarkson, and the shot is long.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got two terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Now, here's Culver. Bogdanovich missing his last shot. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Mitchell. Now, here is O'Neal. He's covered closely. It's stolen. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. And he lays in the alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, really like the all-around ability of Towns. I mean, few centers in league history have been able to score in this many ways.
Now, here's Mitchell. 11 points in the game. Down low, and Davis throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Here's Mitchell following the three by Minnesota. The rebound by Johnson.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Layman and Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. O'Neal kicks to Bogdanovich. From outside, off the mark. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. Their field goal percentage was a robust. That's all for now. Say goodbye to...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, you've got Russell. Also, Malik Beasley out there. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. 4 on the clock. Towns down low. Gobert on him. Pass to Okogie. Beasley with a clean look. The three-pointer is right on target. Beasley's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Minnesota. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Utah Jazz. It's a one-point game. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Conley left side. Gobert controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And Utah making a change here. Boudier is checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Reed's checked in. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. And the Jazz with some changes. Morgan's checked in, and it's George Niang in for Joe Ingles. Beasley against Mitchell. Passes to Morgan. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 4 assists in the game. Timberwolves trail by 5. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Deep 2 from Russell. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And, you know, having more of a set shot motion than some other players, Russell calmly knocking it down.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Outside Conley. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here is Russell. The pass to Beasley. Shot from 16. Rebound, Utah. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Wow. Hernan Gomez with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And it's Russell in the corner. Stolen by Conley. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Niang passes to Morton. And Utah turns it over again. So both teams changing it up here. 1:33 left in the third quarter. Timberwolves trail by 5. Russell looking it over. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
And that one, good.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Russell against Conley. Russell, no luck.
And, you know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Pass to Conley. 34 seconds left here in the third quarter. On the wing, Ingles. For the 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. And now a 10-point Jazz lead.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now, here is Russell. To stop the drought, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Russell's got 6.
You know, I love seeing players use the middle of the court. It just opens up your options, and for a guy like Russell, it gives him a lot of freedom offensively.
And so it's the Utah Jazz holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be back with you shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Emmanuel Mudiay. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 spot. That's the group right now for Utah.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Now, here is Russell. Over Mudiay. Again, Russell missing.
and a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Moutier pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Russell kicks to Beasley. Here's Towns. Rebounded by Clarkson. Jazz leading by 12. Here's O'Neal. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Out to Russell. Like so many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
That's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. A different look for Utah. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for O'Neal. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Clarkson. And Mike Conley subbed in for Emmanuel Mudiay. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And it's Russell missing. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got the lead up to 14 now for Utah.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Russell against Conley. Trying to end the drought. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
To the middle. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Towns. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Jazz leading by 16.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Jazz.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Rudy Gobert.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
Looking to get back on track here. It's blocked.
Wow. I mean, we don't normally see a rejection from Bogdanovich. I mean, the effort was great, and the shot block was a surprise.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Ingles. Right side, Conley. Rebound, Minnesota.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Outstanding vision from Karl Anthony Towns. Not only is he willing to give it up, but he's ready to find his teammates when they're open.
To the inside. And the basket by Okogie.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
There's 14 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Bogdanovich, no luck. Easily in the post. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Beasley just outworked the defense there. I mean, was able to get into his shot and get it done inside.
And so it's Utah with the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy. And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for... Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin.
He sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. They've got Towns. Russell is out there with Beasley. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Oubre. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pass to Booker. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And so he hits both. Here's Rubio. Booker outside. Tries it from the top of the key. They get the rebound. And Rubio with the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Pass to Booker. We're about 1 minute into the first. Oubre finds Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Russell against Oubre. Count that bucket.
Oubre has the height right there to get it done and uses it well as he's able to score inside.
And Devin Booker had surgery on that right hand back in the summer of 2018. Took the opportunity to work on his left hand, and ever since, his game has just gone to another level.
You wonder how much confidence, GA, he's had in making plays, not only scoring the ball with the left hand, but assisting with the left hand, and what that's opened up for him in terms of opportunities to be more effective as an offensive weapon.
Beasley with a clean look. Off target from three-point range.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Oubre, good.
I could see that contact really didn't bother Oubre Jr. on that possession.
Right wing. Beasley outside. Dishes to Russell. Here's Towns. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
The long arms, the positioning. Towns is excellent at knowing how to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
Booker against Beasley. Here's Ayton. Booker trying to free himself up. Towns with the defensive effort to the paint.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Passes it to Ayton. Oubre kicks to Rubio. Makes it off the glass.
This has always been a bit of an issue. Ricky Rubio, his finishing ability on the inside, but gets it done that time.
Rubio against Russell. Yep, it counts.
Just good aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
The pass to Oubre. Rubio outside. Oubre, right side. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. Sharch is checked in for Johnson. Minnesota also making some changes. Johnson, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Jake Layman comes in for Malik Beasley. And Culver's subbed in for Russell. And it's Rubio penetrating, and Ayton throws it down.
As long as passes are in that area, Ayton's going to get up and go down.
There's 53 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Johnson surveying the floor. Towns finds Johnson. Here's Culver. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And we know GA's shooting is a question mark for Jarrett Culver.
A long windup, a little hitch in his giddy up, and shoots it kind of on the way down. He's reworked his motion. I like the high release, but it's still a work in progress.
34 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Baines. Here's Saric. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Noel. Bridges with the board. Here's Jerome. He dishes it to Bridges. He kicks it to Baines. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Swiped away. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Phoenix ahead, up by 3. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Then it's Aaron Baines. Then there's Carter. And it's Jerome in at the guard position.
And Saric, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
Pass to Reed. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. And here we go. Carter heading to the hoop. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And Phoenix making a change here. Kaminsky's checked in. Fast break. Here come the Suns. It's picked off. Here's Reed. Finished off the break. Reed's got his first points of the game.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Here's Noel, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Jerome passes to Baines. That one goes in. Baines has got the lead up to 8 now for the Suns. Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the 2 teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the 2 teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the 3 and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it. Both teams deciding to change it up. Johnson wide open. He fires. Another miss by Minnesota.
Oh, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Booker the pass to Kaminsky. Rubio outside, and here's Oubre. Just 5 to shoot. 8 feet away. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Well, assertive play there from Oubre, just being aggressive and not bothered by the touch.
And just as Kelly Oubre was coming into his own as an NBA starter, a meniscus tear in his right knee ended his season. Now, back in action, we'll see how quickly he can recover his explosive athleticism.
Pass to Kaminsky. Here's the dish to Booker. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Russell. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Well, that's nice coordination as Russell seemed to know that he was going to get around the defense.
And before the injury, Kelly Oubre playing a career high in minutes. 38 to 40 minutes a game with regularity. GA, do you think that load could have contributed to his injury?
Well, Kevin, all young players want those minutes, but that right knee had troubled him for a while. PRP treatment back in 2017, and perhaps some questions for the Suns training set.
Ayton finds Kaminsky. Back to Ayton. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Here's Booker. No points in the game yet for him. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the half.
And Bones, Devin Booker capable of big nights. One of just a few players with multiple games of at least 59 points.
Well, he's always looking to put pressure on the defense, and he's got such a wide array of skills. Not only shooting the basketball, but has shown off more of his patience and playmaking ability as he moves through his career.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Saric comes in for Kaminsky, and it's Johnson in for Oubre. Pass to Rubio. Booker in the post. By Beasley. A nice shot by Booker.
Such a huge advantage for Ricky Rubio to read plays before they happen.
And Beasley, here we go. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Booker against Russell. Booker in the post. Kicks it out to Rubio. And a close game so far through the first.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, for the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. The period came to a close with them holding a 3. And that should do it with the second.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at D'Angelo Russell. What a contribution.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
On the court for Minnesota, we've got D'Angelo Russell. Also Malik Beasley out there. And it's Towns in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Rubio. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
Keeps it alive. And Rubio with a second chance points. Rubio's got 6.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Down low, here's Towns. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Ayton. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for the Suns. Minnesota shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. The free throw drops for Towns. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer. Kyrie, Daimler, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. Kicks it out to Rubio. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Johnson down low. Hernan Gomez on him. Just 4 to shoot. Oubre for 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Okogie, the pass to Beasley. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Suns leading by 3. Booker outside. The tray. Rebound by Okogie.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for him.
Inside, Towns dishes to Russell. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Layman pass to Noel. To the paint. And it's Towns missing. Suns have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
Baines with the block, and he's able to get it back. Culver, and can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line.
And Culver's game just screams potential. Already a good scorer, rebounder, and passer. Now the next step, improving that outside shot.
Kaminsky is checked in for the Suns. Sharch comes in for Johnson. The Timberwolves also with the sub. James Johnson's checked in for Josh Okogie. And the pass to Bridges. Here's Jerome. Feeds it to Kaminsky. Pass to Jerome. Bridges, no one around him. Poked away. And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big men who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles.
And last season, Karl Anthony Towns shooting over 40% from three-point range with over 8 attempts a game. I mean, Greg, he is in the conversation, don't you think, for best three-point shooting center of all time?
It's amazing, Kevin. His volume of threes is unprecedented for the center position. And it's not just standstill. Catch and shoot triples. He's hitting step backs. He could have that title when it's all said and done.
Towns kicks to Layman. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the call on Jake Layman. That is his first foul of the game. And the Suns making a change here. Booker's checked in. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Back to Carter. Takes a 3. And the 3 ball is good. Carter's got 8.
Now, Booker is a special offensive player, can score, and starting to show his playmaking.
And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down to 1 in the bucket from Karl Anthony Towns.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Carter right side. To the inside. And the basket by Kaminsky. And the Suns lead by 3.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Culver with it. Carter on him. Layman kicks to Culver. Down low. Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Carter. Booker looking around. And Layman pulls it down.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper. Was unable to do so.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And already a leader at such a young age. Towns' teammates look to him to anchor them on both ends, and he has not disappointed.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Ayton, the pass to Booker. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and he sinks the layup. Booker's got his second bucket.
Booker showing some speed, excelling there, and blasting right through the defense to get to the rim.
And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Beasley for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. To the middle. And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Russell with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Towns, no luck.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Oubre. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Towns finds Johnson. And Johnson with the stuff.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with the nice find.
Saric dishes to Ayton. Rubio outside. To the paint. Here's Booker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
2 shots. And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Back to Rubio. Shoots from the baseline. No good on that one. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Outside, Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And really one of the more mobile bigs in our league. You simply have to account for Towns on the drive.
Beasley against Booker. To the wing right side. Saric outside. Back to Ayton. Goes up to the stripe. Second chance shot, and it's good on the layup. And the Suns lead by 3.
How about a pivotal hoop from DeAndre Ayton?
Now, here is Russell. Pass to Hernan Gomez. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting the chance to come up big for his team.
Booker against Beasley. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Minnesota making some changes. Reed's checked in, and Okogie subbed in for Johnson. And a change for the Suns. Johnson, he's checked in for Saric.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Here's a Kogi. It's blocked.
You can see the coaching staff up there and clapping right now as Oubre on the defensive end getting it done.
Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Passes it to Booker. Rubio outside. Lets it go with the three. They get it back. And that one's good. Ayton's got 9 points in the quarter.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They trail by 6. We've got 1:18 left here in the fourth quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, DeAndre Ayton.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Ryan Saunders told his team. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand. D'Lo at that size has great court vision and a great pass.
Booker outside. There's the three. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Well, this guy should be a double-double threat and is still learning how to play. DeAndre Ayton has a great combination of size, scoring ability, and rebounding. This makes him a very valuable player in the league.
And there's the pass to Okogie. Here's Russell. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Booker outside. From the arc. Rebound by Okogie. And it's Beasley in the corner. And stolen by Booker. Launches a three. It's off. So the Suns win it. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greatest. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. D.A.
Kevin, thanks.
What a great guy. D.A., thank you for that. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Kelly Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Utah, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Gobert in at center. And the rejection by Ayton.
Boy, really tough to score on DeAndre Ayton. Such a patient shot blocker, guys.
Here is Rubio. Booker outside. Over Mitchell. Booker finds Oubre. Over Ingles. Terrific talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Conley against Rubio. Passes it to Ayton. Rubio outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Oubre. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Well, we're talking about a big-time rebounder. DeAndre Ayton's timing, excellent.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Out to Conley. Back to Gobert. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Oubre on the wing. Over Ingles. Oubre can't get it to go.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
And it's Mitchell missing.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
Booker against Mitchell. Basket counts.
A case in point of running the floor well in transition. Yet another way Booker can beat you.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Bucket is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Rubio. Following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. And Rubio kicks to Oubre. There's the pass to Ayton. They get it back. Oubre against Ingles. Goes back up. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And now running up the court, Ingles pushing it up. Here's Mitchell. Again, Mitchell missing. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Pass to Rubio. Fires the 3. Buries it from three-point range.
I'll tell you, this offense looks completely different and so much better spacing when Rubio can be a legitimate threat from range.
Now here's Conley. Here's Gobert. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Rubio. It's a 3-point game. Kicks to Johnson. In the corner, it's Oubre. Pass to Rubio. Booker in the corner. 5 to shoot. Over Mitchell. No good from Booker. Utah's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. That's good for Mitchell on the assist from Bogdanovich.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovich, showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
Passes it to Johnson. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Oubre, no one around him. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Oubre with the steal. Ayton with it. Now defended by Gobert. Booker against Ingles. Launches it. And the layup's good off the glass. 6 points for DeAndre Ayton. 19 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Mitchell. Rejected by Booker. Oubre with it. He dishes it to Johnson. And so the first quarter is in the books. Phoenix ahead, up by 5. And the second quarter about to get started. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
Davis is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's O'Neal. Then it's Moutier. And it's Clarkson in at the 2 spot. That's the group right now for Utah.
Wow, that is a backbreaker. Saric making a tough shot there. That can deflate the defense.
And Dario Saric, the homie, as he was known in Philly, a Croatian finesse forward for this team.
You know what I love about Dario is here's a big man who can space the floor with his shooting. He can balance that with an ability to make plays off the dribble. He's a really sneaky cutter and a very opportunistic rebounder. I mean, this is a big man who will contribute in a lot of different areas.
Corner shot. Rebound, Utah.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Well, when Emmanuel Moutier has got deep post position, boy, he is going to attack and earn the trip to the stripe.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Saric outside. The feed to Baines. Over Davis. Misses off the left iron. Jazz trail by 5. Clarkson kicks to O'Neal. Takes the 3. No good that time. Suns have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. The pass to Baines. Back to Bridges. Saric has the open look. And the 3 off target. For Utah, they've gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here's Moutier. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Stolen by Clarkson. And here we go. Moutier heading to the hoop. Jumps up. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
You can see the improving court awareness of Emmanuel Moutier, having an understanding for when to find his guys.
Bridges passes to Saric. Fires, high post. Jump shot is good. And the Suns lead by 5.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
Well, truth is, though, he's tall enough to get that off against anyone.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Here's Jerome. Clock at 4. Bridges finds Sharich. The 3. That one's not going to go. And it's Utah the other way. 1:12 left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to O'Neal. Pass to Clarkson. Over Carter. And Baines pulls it down. Suns leading by 3. Carter up top. He's covered by Clarkson. Bridges kicks to Carter. A three-pointer off the mark. Jazz have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. O'Neal passes to Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Bogdanovich against Saric. Shots good by Baines.
At his size, Dario Saric can see the floor, and he knows how to put it on time and on target.
Clarkson picks to Mudia. 9 feet out. No good on that one. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Suns lead by.
Kevin, thanks.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50. And that'll...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. DeAndre Ayton with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, he's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
If he is in the area, he's going to challenge your shot. He's going to block it, alter it. He's going to have an impact.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Andre Ayton out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Passes it to Rubio. Inside, it's stolen by Gobert. And now Utah, fast break, goes up. And then Mitchell with the dunk. And the action on hold as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
No, obviously something that, every player fears. The NBA has made player safety a priority, but injuries continue to happen.
And Utah making a change here. Niang's checked in. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Johnson. Phoenix, no good that time either. Utah trailing here. And last season, at least at first, it was a challenge for Ingles to mesh with Mike Conley.
Yeah, I mean, Conley came in to run the offense, which kind of took the ball out of Ingles' hands a little bit. But then Conley goes out with the hamstring, and that allowed Ingles to get back into rhythm, and he's been able to handle that load many times for this group.
Mitchell against Booker. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Oubre with the steal. Rubio right side. Booker looking around. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Suns lead by 5.
What a motor by DeAndre Ayton. Great job on the second chance putback.
The wide open look here for Ingles. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Oubre outside. Back to Ayton. Booker dishes to Ayton. 6 to shoot. And it's Oubre, the drive, and finished off by Oubre.
Now the young fella showing no fear. Oubre driving in with reckless abandon.
Down low. And the basket by Ingles. Ingles has got his first basket.
Great chemistry between two teammates. Love the passing.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Phoenix. Saric comes in for Johnson. Booker finds Kaminsky. Back to Booker. Now the pass to Kaminsky. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Oubre passes to Kaminsky, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Kaminsky's got the lead up to 7 now for Phoenix. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly.
Donovan Mitchell has got the size and the skill to score over the bigs on the interior. That's easy work for this young man.
Rubio, the pass to Booker. Rubio looking around. Pass to Kaminsky. Rubio against Ingles. Here's Saric. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
I'll tell you, Joe Ingles is proving that as a passer, he is a special player.
Pass to Saric. Over Ingles. The drive by Booker. It's stolen by Gobert. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
For the lead. Rebound by the Suns.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
We're at the end of the 3rd, and we've still got a close one. Suns ahead, leading by a point. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. Clarkson is out there with Mitchell. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward position. That's the group right now for Utah. Booker the pass to Baines. And the dunk by Baines.
And right there you see Devin Booker's feel for the game. This guy knows exactly when to give it up.
To the inside, Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That's his first foul. And the Suns making a change here. Ayton's checked in. Clarkson against Booker. And there's Bridges on the assist by Booker. Booker's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, we know this. Mikal Bridges has the length and hops to score inside. Nicely done.
Mitchell is double. And Gobert kicks to Clarkson. Mitchell outside. Feeds it to Ingles. Comes up empty down low.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Passes to Bridges. There's the triple. They grab their own miss. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul. Phoenix making some changes. Johnson, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Crowder. The Jazz have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Now, here's Clarkson. Here's Gobert. He kicks to O'Neal. Here's Clarkson. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. They lead by 1. The layup off target.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
A different look for Utah. Davis comes in for Joe Ingles, and Mike Conley subbed in for O'Neal. Free throw drops for Mitchell.
It's crazy to think that 12 teams passed on Donovan Mitchell. He has become a premier scorer in the NBA. Oh, would they love a do-over.
Kicks it to Davis. Back to Mitchell. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now Rubio. On the wing, Booker. Stolen by Clarkson. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Gobert the pass to Conley. Stolen by Rubio. And now the Suns a fast break. Rubio's got the ball. And with that, the Jazz lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Booker.
Does it seem to you guys that this guy, nothing phases him? Booker treats every moment like every other moment. No matter how big, no matter how small.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
Bridges against Conley. Johnson outside. 5 on the clock. It's a hand on it, and Ayton stays with it. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
DeAndre Ayton with a big-time shot. Go ahead, young sir.
And he gets it back. Here's Mitchell in for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
He might be young, but Mitchell is clutch. That's beautifully done.
Suns trail by 4. Rubio outside. Johnson kicks to Rubio. Here's Booker. Rebounded by the Jazz. 58 seconds left in the fourth. Gobert dishes to Davis. Conley feeling it out. Fires from deep. Hits it from 3-point range. Now it's a 7-point Jazz lead.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I'll tell you, for a center, the big man has got excellent touch at the free throw line.
Joe Ingles, who's checked in for Utah. O'Neal comes in for Clarkson, and Phoenix also making a switch. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Mikal Bridges. This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
Mitchell finds Conley. Ingles in the corner. The Jazz working the ball around now. And it's Mitchell missing. And here's the fast break. Here's Ayton. And 2 free throws coming up. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking and the game continues.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from
Kevin, thank you very much. We know.
Thanks, David. That's David Aldridge, our NBA Hall of Famer. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert, and it's Ingles in at the 3 slot. And for Minnesota, they've got Beasley. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell, and it's Towns in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here is Conley. High post, Gobert. On the wing, Mitchell. Clock at 6. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. To the middle. Here's Gobert. Count it. On tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
There's the lob to Towns. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And look at the explosion from the big fella. Towns' game oozes athleticism.
And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop. And Towns throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Beasley against Mitchell. Beasley, the pass to Russell. Fires the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And so Gobert will bring it up for Utah.
And there's a lot of talk about Gobert's rim protection, but his rebounding is every bit as important on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's finishing off defense. Once you force them to miss, you don't want to allow second chance opportunities. Rudy Gobert averaged over 10 defensive boards a game last year. That was the best numbers of his career and top 3 in the league.
Now, here's Mitchell. Inside. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
Russell against Conley. Here's Towns. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's Okogie, covered by Conley, off target at the rim. Jazz have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And there's Bogdanovich. That's good on the assist by Gobert.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Here's Ingles after the basket by Minnesota. Conley dishes to Gobert. Back to Conley. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Conley's got his second basket.
One of Conley's calling cards, getting into the paint and converting, even though he's often the smallest guy on the floor.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And the Jazz with possession here after the basket by Minnesota. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Jazz with some changes. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. Culver passes to Towns. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And really one of the more mobile bigs in our league. You simply have to account for Towns on the drive.
Mitchell wide open. Rebound, Minnesota.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points. Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he makes the first. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in. Davis is checked in for the Jazz. Emmanuel Mudiay comes in for Mitchell. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Layman pass to Reed. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
52 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pass to Bogdanovich. From downtown, sinks the three-pointer. Bogdanovich has got 5 now.
This is his shot. Bogdanovich has the touch from deep. He's confident from there, too.
And that one drops.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Now, here is O'Neal. Not a lot of room. Back to Davis. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. For Minnesota, they've gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Noel passes to Reed. Here's Culver. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
He must have thought he was a jungle gym the way he was climbing all over his back. Easy call.
This is why we talk about carving out position rather than trying to sneak in. You've got to be willing to put in the work. We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Chalk up 2 there.
And how about the balance there from Culver? Really good at staying in control despite the D being all over.
Clarkson up top. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. O'Neal is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And there's Davis. And it's Moutier in at the 1 spot. Now, here's Bogdanovich. In the corner, it's Clarkson. 6 to shoot. A three-pointer, no good. Moutier looking around for the 3. Pass to Davis. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Minnesota. Here's Noel. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Clarkson. Boom, he jams it straight down.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Here's Lehman. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Jazz leading by 3. In the corner, it's Clarkson. The tray. It's deflected.
And great positioning there from Culver. That's what allowed him to get the block.
Timberwolves have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Over to the wing. Here's Noel. No good off the back of the rim.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
The pass to Moutier. Jazz passing it around. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Travis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So There's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. And Utah making a change here. Gobert, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Joe Ingles comes in for Royce O'Neal. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Mike Conley in for Emmanuel Mudiay.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Mitchell looking it over. That's tipped. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Count it. Good. Davis has got his first bucket in this one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside, Russell. Lays it up and banks it in.
An active competitor, Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
Mitchell with it. He's picked up by Russell. And here's Conley outside. And there's Gobert putting it right back in. Gobert's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those chip-ins are easy to come by. And it's Towns on the follow.
The long arms, the positioning. Towns is excellent at knowing how to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
Russell with a wide open look. And again, it's Minnesota.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
It's Davis on the wing. Pass to Ingles. 35 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Gobert. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. In transition here. Hold on!
Kevin, you got to buckle up on that one. What you love about Donovan Mitchell, not only does he explode into his moves, he finishes with authority.
Beasley for 3. The shot missing. And now Utah, fast break. Here's Mitchell. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a... Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us. Ernie, Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And by just a fraction, they got the... Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Bojan Bogdanović with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for Minnesota, they've got Towns, Malik Beasley out there with Russell, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4.
Small stature, no matter. Conley competes at the defensive end on the floor.
Pass to Gobert. Outside, Bogdanović. On the wing, Ingles. Offline with his 3. Timberwolves trail. Down low, deflects the pass, and stolen by Bogdanović. Pass to Gobert. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one is on Towns.
Growing before our eyes, the confidence of Gobert. Comfortable doing a little of everything now.
Good on both. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Ogden, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment. But the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then. But I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Here is Russell. Bogdanovich picking up that last basket. Over Conley. And it's Russell missing.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Not how they envisioned this one.
Hit the tip, and it's Bogdanovich on the follow. And now an 8-point Jazz lead.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
It's stolen by Ingles. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Conley against Beasley. Now here's Conley. He's tightly guarded. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Back to Beasley. Over Ingles. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
They just don't have it right now. 0 for 4. Must have been one poor speech at halftime.
Mitchell against Hernan Gomez. Mitchell outside. Just 4 to shoot. Bogdanovich, no luck. Timberwolves trail by 8.
I mean, not only does Bogdanovich stretch the floor, but he can really stretch it from beyond 30 feet.
Greg, he is blessed with incredible range and a quick trigger, might I add. You have to stay connected to Bogdanovich defensively because he can go on scoring tears where there's just no stopping him.
Here's Mitchell. After D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Over Russell. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got the lead up to 8 now for Utah.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Towns, high post. Beasley dishes to Towns. Over Gobert. And it's Towns missing.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Conley scanning the floor. Mitchell outside. Over Russell. And it's Mitchell missing. Timberwolves trail by 8. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And it's Russell missing.
And they continue to control the glass.
Towns with the steal. And here's Russell. He's got 6. He kicks it to Beasley. And it goes down 2 points. There's 31 seconds left in the third. Outside Conley. 19 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Changes up. Kicks to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Mitchell. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Mitchell's got 8 points.
From there, Mitchell's a legitimate scoring threat. Has a mix of creative finishes once he gets near the rim.
And so it's the Utah Jazz holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Taking a look at the Jazz. Routier out there with Clarkson. And it's Rudy Gobert. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Bogdanovich in at the power forward position. That three off the mark.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Layman pass to Reed. No good on the triple. And it's Utah's ball. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Johnson against O'Neal. Back to Clarkson. Up top, Gobert. O'Neal with it. Dishes it to Clarkson. Gobert trying to get open. Offensive rebound.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Moutier. Gobert down low. He's guarded by Johnson.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Johnson outside. There's the pass to Noel. To the paint. Here's Layman. Gobert with the block.
And that's one of Gobert's specialties, a shot-blocking master.
Clarkson finds Bogdanovich. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1-3 in the first half. Nothing in the second. Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
Michael Conley, he's checked in for the Jazz. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Passes it to Bogdanovich. In the corner, it's Clarkson. The putback, and there's Gobert, putting it right back in. Gobert's got the lead up to 12 now for the Jazz.
See, this is where the better conditioning comes in. Rudy Gobert able to stay active.
Johnson outside. Pass to Beasley. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Jazz leading by 12. Outside, Bogdanovich. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. The Timberwolves have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Kicks it out to Beasley. Johnson, wide open, he fires. Another miss by Minnesota. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Utah Jazz here in the fourth quarter. Their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Bogdanovich against Johnson. Back to Clarkson. The shot from the low post is good. And the Jazz lead by 14.
And clearly we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Utah.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Bojan Bogdanovic.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Okogie, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And stolen by Russell. Okogie misses. Clarkson passes to Bogdanovic. Lets the three fly. But they get it back. No good.
And this is what James Johnson has to do. Make sure you defend. Make sure you rebound.